Welcome back with another episode of ZAA ZAA on Wheels. If you haven't seen us already, go check out our last video at Caffeine and Octane where we got major footage of the last car and bike show. At this one, we're at the Georgia Cool Cruisers car and bike show presented to you by the Pink Pony. I know what you're thinking. We're here for business, not for pleasure.
United Texas town, about to shack outside the game. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls. I'm racing.
Show presented to you by the Pink Pony, and I'm with
David.
And David, tell the people, what are you driving in today? What's going on today?
Today we rolled up in our 2009 Audi TT. That's basically, it's the Audi 2009 TT.
Audi 2009 TT. So I gotta ask you, I got a lot of questions.
Yeah,
the first question is, how much manpower did it take to go in and building this car into the beauty that we see?
I would say manpower was about 4 people, but I would say that the hours is really what it came down to be. This is a paint job, not a wrap, so a lot of people will get that out of the way. The main thing about this car was we bought it for like $3,000. I always wanted an Audi, and I just bought an Audi. A friend of mine helped me get it. It was blue when I bought it, and I knew where I wanted to go when I got it. So I knew that the interior was all tan. We had to do everything. This car was completely stripped and brought back to life. So
all the way back to life. So that's for all my people who have cars out there that don't have all the money. You want to build it up. As you can see, it can be done.
Lots of friends.
So I have another question. Where can they find this car online if they are looking for it?
Yeah.
I see you got your name all over.
Of course, yeah. We're on Instagram, #thumpinpumpkin. That's where everybody, #thumpinpumpkin is where you can find us on Instagram.
So outside of this car, this beautiful car, what is the first car you fell in love with?
Okay, so the first car I fell in love with was actually, I had a Volkswagen Corrado, which was one of my favorite cars. And I will say my 69 Beetle was pretty nice too. So yeah, that was probably my favorite car that I fell in love with. Because like you said, it was, I think Beetles, you always work on them, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah. All right, man, how you keeping this car clean?
Man, my wife has a product called Zippy Shine. This stuff is incredible. It's a nano coating that you put on your car. It's an all-in-one wipe down, makes your car hydrophobic. So that's how we use it. That's the only thing that touches this car. You can see the paint job, and it shines every day. So basically, you can use it on your windshield. You can use it on your car. It's basically just an all-in-one cleaner. It's really awesome stuff.
Let me see the bottom.
Yep, Zippy Shine, and they sell it at zippyshine.com. Really good stuff. So she carries tire shine, interior protectant as well. But this right here is show off because we like to show it off when we go to the shows.
Rumors spreading round, United Texas town.
With ZAA ZAA on Wheels, and we're with
Denise Wood.
And Denise Wood, I want you to tell us what you're driving in, what's going on here, what we're looking at, what the people are looking at. Yeah, what type of car is this?
She's a 2008 Ford Mustang, and the Mark III Custom built it for Ford. They only built 300 of them. She changes 7 colors. So right now she's got a little bit of lime green going on, but by 5 o'clock the whole front end will be totally lime green.
Totally lime green. So
and the color change, yes, and the door will the paint will change with the sun. The back is a black metal flake, and you don't see the red metal flake in it until the sun's on it. But now that we're in the shade, you're not going to be able to see it. But none of the back could ever be replaced. If it got hit in the back, I would have to total it because we can't match that.
So I do have a question. What made you do this with this car specifically? Why the Mustang? What made you pick this one?
Well, I had a 2005 Mustang, and this one was sitting at the dealership at Buford at a Dodge dealership. Somebody had traded it in. It only had 3,000 miles on it. So the dealership did not know what they had.
Right.
I done the research, found out there were only 300 of them made.
Right.
Because it come from Ford just the way you see it.
Right.
And I bought her, and I've been showing her ever since. She's only got 30,000 miles on her.
All right. So I got one more question for you.
Okay.
And it doesn't pertain to this car, just any car dealing with that you like. What was the first car you fell in love with ever? Like the first thing that you...
My 1987 Mustang that I still got.
And you still have?
I still have it. She's a Fox with a 5.0 in her.
Yeah.
You still love her today, don't you?
Exactly.
Right.
Absolutely.
Rumors spreading round in that Texas town.
This is Kevin Cunningham, and this is my 1966 Mustang Coupe. It's actually a non-original K code. It's a K code now, which is the 271 horsepower high performance engine, and basically it's actually in a lot better shape than when I got it. I actually had a crushed gray velour interior with red flames everywhere. And it screamed the 1980s, so that had to go and put in the original pony interior. At least now it looks like it should look.
How long you had it?
I've had it about 3 years.
3 years? What's the first car you fell in love with?
That is a tough one. It's going to have to be a 59 Corvette convertible.
59 Corvette?
I'm racing.
My t-shirt, and I'm here with
the Georgia Cool Cruisers here at the Pink Pony in Brookhaven, Georgia.
All right, and we're having a car show, and it's their 9th annual charity event, and they're also having another car show on.
It'll be July 2nd, and that'll also be a brother event. You can look at our website, GeorgiaCoolCruisers.org.
My 67 Pontiac Le Mans, as you can see, convertible, 400 motor in it, got an EFI system in it. We're putting the decoder digital in it, AC. She runs good.
How long you had it?
Got it now about 3 years.
About 3 years. Okay. And then what's the first car you fell in love with?
I tell you what, this is 67 Chevelle.
7 Chevelle.
Hey, I'm Jeff Whaley. I'm glad to be here at this the car show today. Beautiful weather. I got a 1970 Chevelle 454 convertible. I purchased this car years ago at Barrett-Jackson. Bought it on a Thursday when it wasn't crowded, so I got a pretty good deal on it. I, at the time, worked for Richard Petty up at his shop in North Carolina, so I took the car from Barrett-Jackson out in Arizona to Richard Petty, and we pulled the block and did all the motor work and stuff up there at his facility. Put it all back together, and then I brought it back here to Atlanta, Georgia, and then been doing local shows since.
Oh, okay. Now, what's the first car you fell in love with?
Well, the first car that I fell in love with was a 1975 Firebird Formula. That was my first car when I was 16.
Wow. Can't get over this.
My name is Nick Stambo from Jersey. They call me Jersey Dragon Slayer 2.0. 2.0 is because this is my second one. First one, unfortunately, we had a little accident. Just got this one 2 months ago. It was brand new, 2022 Camaro. It's my baby. I did all this, everything you see here, I did all myself.
Oh, you did all this work?
Nobody touches this car but myself.
Oh, now that's...
I did everything myself. The LED lights, all the painting up here, all the color match, airbox, everything. Side skirts, rim lights, did it all. This unofficial Guinness Book of World Records for the most Camaros going up the tail of the Dragon and down it at the same time, which was 493 at once. It was an amazing event, and we're doing it again next year.
Now, I gotta ask you this one. I think you're gonna answer it too. What's the first car you fell in love with?
Camaro.
Yeah, I knew it.
71 cut dog. When I got it, the body was like this. I love green, so that was the thing me and my pops. My pops came out of high school in 72, so this was close I can get for him. This kind of father-son thing. So the green, the inside was all done, but everything else, engine, electric, wheels, brakes, fuel, everything else brand new. So
How long you had it?
We had it about 2 years.
2 years. And what's the first car you fell in love with?
A Chevelle. 66 Chevelle.
66.
Yeah, that's it.
This is a 2015 Camaro
Hey,
SS.
what's your name? What's your name?
Steve Moore. I'm a Grady baby. Native, yeah.
All right, then.
That's the day I bought it. I had no idea that I was going to be doing all I did all the work myself. The only thing I didn't do is the engine. I've got an L7 engine in it, 525 horsepower. Started out with a strip right here. One little strip. Then I just kept adding. I look at my pictures over the years. I've kept adding. I finally got to a point where I was done. The wheel was the last thing I changed the wheels on. I had Foose wheels on it at first, chrome. Then I changed that out. That was the last thing I did. So I'm done.
All right. Now, what's your favorite first car you fell in love with?
My first car?
Yeah. First car you fell in love with.
65 Malibu.
65 Malibu.
First car.
Still love it, huh?
Yeah. Over the years, I've had about 50 cars.
Wow.
All right, we had the horsepower at the Pony Car Show, and I'm here with
Chris Love.
And Chris, I need to tell the people, what are we looking at today? What are we driving into today?
This is the 1973 Jens Gower 712 Troop Carry.
So explain to the people who don't know, what does that mean?
This was a troop carry used in the Swiss military.
Wow.
Yes, sir. 1973. It's got 4-cylinder, air-cooled, gas burner, 2 one-barrel carburetors, 85 to 87 horsepower.
So this was actually like used in the system, authentic.
Yes.
Wow. So I do have one question for you. How much work took to go into being able to make this thing mobile and moving around the way it is like today? Because I don't see many of these on the road, so I know.
They were built to be worked on by the average person. They're very easy to work on. I basically just do basic maintenance on it. That's it. That's all it really works.
That's all it takes. So last question for you, outside of this car, what do you think would be your first car you ever fell in love with, if you had to decide?
It'd be a 69 C10 pickup.
C10?
C10.
All right.
I'm ready.